Hey guys, welcome back to Isabel's Moments with Crust. I'm Isabel. We're gonna do a weekly update on Flosstube. I have 2 new starts. I started a new diamond painting. I have lots of progress and lots of stuff over here. I have some haul, and I will give you a life update at the end. So, let's start with the haul. So, I had gotten an order in from 123 Stitch. I had ordered some flosses, and my cat just nipped it. And some more flosses for my mini monsters, because I was tired of getting to a color and not having it. So now I am officially fully kitted up in mini little monsters. The only one I'm not fully kitted up in is the nativity, and then I got some colors for the nativity and also colors that work in the Oregon Trail as well. I think this is the color I needed for the Oregon Trail or something. And there's like a couple of these I can use for the Oregon Trail, and then they will go into the nativity. So since I was getting floss from 123 Stitch, because reasons, I ended up getting a pattern from Lumious Fiber Arts called Spooky October, designed by Misty Purcell. And I thought that was super cute. It has 8 colors, so not bad. It's a cute little pattern. I was eyeing it before, so. There was one that I really wanted to get, but it's out of stock. So I ended up getting this because I'm like, I'm getting flosses, I need something else to justify it. So I got this. That's cute. And then I'm like, I need something else because my pattern can travel alone. So I got some fabric. It's called Blueberry. It's a 13 by 18 piece, I think, from the Crosswing collection, and it's a hand painted fabric. So yeah, that's actually showing pretty Cheetah color. So yeah, it's got blues and purples and stuff in it, so that's pretty cool. So I got this piece of fabric as well. And it's quite lovely. So I'm not sure what I'll stitch on that, but I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. And it's a 20 count Lugana fabric. So they had others in that they had that were really pretty. So that's exciting. I think that was all I had for haul. I do have some Happy Mail. I got a birthday card in the mail from my bishop at my church. sent me this letter, or this birthday card. It's just nice of him. I think that's part of one of our temples that we have in our church. So, yeah, I thought that was really pretty. So I got that, and then I had won a giveaway from Creativity by Gidge. And so I ended up getting 2 letters from her because the first one she had forgotten to send the actual nail set, but she did give me a Color Street booklet, which is very tempting. There's a couple colors that I really like that are like calling to me. This "What Are You Up To" one, that's really pretty. And then there was another one, maybe. Yeah, they're all pretty. Really like this tie-dye one too. There's this butterfly one that's really pretty. I could like sit and look at this all day. But she did send me a card, a cute little like galaxy card that reminds me of the fabric I just got. And then she sent a sample. Those are like really pretty sparkly. And then it was almost like, I'll show her card. Amy, don't mind my nails, they're I had just gotten them done for vacation and taken them off, so they're still in the grow out stage. So I don't know if I can do Color Street when they're still kind of messed up. So I might wait till my nails have grown out. But the one I actually won, she sent it in. That's really cute. She wrote me a note and everything, which is awesome. But she had sent me from her stash I know this is called something. It's called Atlantis. And if you know me, I love anything mermaid, and those are mermaid skills. So obviously I had to have those. Gorgeous. So I'm excited to put those on. I'm not sure if I need to wait till my nails are out from having them in acrylic or not. We'll see, but I'm really excited about that. So I got those and that. So let's go to what I did this last week. So on Monday, after I got off filming with you guys, I done Mini Little Monsters. Of course, I've worked on it all week, but I will show you that last, since that's my 90 days and I work on it every day. But the other thing I worked on Monday was, for those of you who don't know, was the Oregon Trail. And that's what that's gonna look like in the end. what I'm... Sorry, I thought I lost my glasses. Okay, perfect. Oh, so here I am with this project. So, like I said, I was getting bored of this border. I had this done last time you saw it, and I had this done. So I put in a couple stitches here, and then all this, the border, and then the river back stitch. So the outline of the border states and some of the rivers I put in. So it's starting, it's coming alive. I'm excited. It's looking so good. So that is what I worked on the last Monday. So that's exciting. So I worked on that. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I worked on Lyra for 3 days. If I remember, I will insert a picture here. Of the last time you saw her. And if I have one. I did work on her homework last week. Yes, because we had to work on our whip album, either 1, 2, or 12, and since I didn't have 12, I had to work on 1 and 2. So this was my number 1 on my whip list. So I ended up working on this guy. So here she is at now. So I gotten 500 stitches done. So I think last time I was up here, I ended up, I don't know, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I think I was like here, partially done with those. So I did all these. I did this one, this one, this one, this one, and then came down here. So as you can tell, you can start seeing her tail. Her tail, I'm so excited. This right here, these right here, they were so confetti heavy. Oh, I was like, oh, okay. But you can see her tail for me. I'm so excited. I'm excited because it's part of her tail. So yeah. I'm finally at her tail. I've been doing her fin for like, feels like forever. But yeah, that is where she is at. I haven't decided if I'm doing homework this week because homework this week is several. Oh, and for those of you who don't know what she looks like in the end, like right here is what I'm doing. So homework was Umbridge, the new teacher in the fic book that we all hate her with a passion. She's from the Ministry of Magic, and so our challenge today or this week is to work on something pink, and we have to do 200 stitches in pink. It was just a project that had pink in it. Nope. So I don't think I have 200 stitches in a pink that I could use, so I'd have to do 400 for that. Something that has a kitten or cat, I don't have that, so I'd have to do another 400 stitches for that. Something that has a teacup or tea, I don't have any of that, so I would have to do another 400 that's over 1,200, and then we have to do something what they love, or figure out a project that fits rules by the artist or the design, I think, and then the same with stripped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. I would have to do 1,600 stitches for homework this week and get maybe 10 points, or I could work on extra credit and get more bang for my buck. We'll see. More than likely I won't do homework this next week, because if I had more than half of projects that fit, then I would, but because I don't, I'm not gonna mess with it. So that was Lara. The other one I worked on was my tribal pumpkin. So when they say ABC, always bring cross stitch. I brought this when I went to go get my oil changed at Firestone, and I was working on this for an extra credit stitching task to stitch on the color orange, red, or yellow for fire. So obviously the orange, so I'm just in like the center here. So, is this the project? Yeah. I don't know. Did I show this last week? I don't know if I showed this last week. I felt like I've already showed. Oh, I did stitch on it. But I managed to finish the 500 stitches, so. Make sure I'm not upside down. So here we are with that. So I did the 500 stitches, and believe it or not, it's like all like this up here. It's 500 stitches. But I went fast because of the motifs, I think. So 500 stitches didn't do hardly anything for this project, but it got a little good start for it, so that is fun. And I'm doing this on 16 count bog from Picture This Plus. Just shish posh. And the color I'm using in orange is 740. I'm not using my called for. I think the called for orange is 742. So it's off by like 2 shades, but I mean, that's fine. I just picked an orange. Picked an orange I liked that they had. I think that's it with this bag. So put that one back. Sweet tribal pumpkin. So I worked on that for 2 days because I had gotten a lot of it done while sitting and waiting for my car, which I will explain at the end. And then I had the weekend off, so I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. 4-day weekend for my birthday. And so I was getting anxious and I wanted to start something. So I started a year in celebration from Hands on the Design. And I ended up starting the January one, which is the front cover one. And of course I like changed the colors because I mean I changed some of them. I'm not a fan of green, so I changed the green. So these are, got unhooked. These are the colors I'm doing the January project in, and this one. This one fell out. So I'm doing 2 blues, an orange, a black, a white, and a brown. The only ones that are called for the white and the black. The only called ones I'm using are this one and this one. All the other ones are either a brown or an orange that I had, or a couple blue and a blue I liked. And since I didn't like green, I like blue, I did another shade of blue to work with the scarf, which is fine. And I'm doing this on, I think, HE Count Arial Ada from Picture This Plus. And I have enough fabric for a 3-inch border for all 12 to do it on the same fabric. So I have my little needle minder I got, and then I got a little start. So I started with the white the one day, and then I went back and I did the orange and the blue to get that started. So it's not something huge, but it's a start. So I like it. So that was pretty. That was a fun one to do. And so I worked on that a couple days. I got the white done the first day I worked on it. And then I had to rush and like put it away because I had to leave like immediately. Because I will explain later. And then the 13th, I started a diamond painting, which I will insert what it will look like when it's finished. Here. And then also where I got to it, because I worked on it on the 13th and then on the 14th. So instead of trying to bring it over here, because it's a, I don't know, it's like 70 centimeters by 50, so it's my biggest one. I will insert where I got to in those 2 days here. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so pretty. So sorry, I'm like yawning. And then I did that in the morning, and then I had a new start. So I ended up starting Lady Liberty, and I just decided to do page 1. I started her, so I'm like pumped to do her. So excited. I wasn't sure what to do with the flosses, and thank you everybody for your suggestions. I had like a little like file folder that I stapled them to, but it was like too bulky, and I really ended up just going back to my original thought was a project back that fits so I can protect it to have the flosses in so wrapped up, and when I'm working on it I just lay it on top, and then that's how I work on it. Yeah, so for now that's working for me. And then I have it in my first ever vinyl front project bag. So I actually did this for a extra credit stitching test to stitch on a portrait. And as you saw, she's the main focus, so it's the portrait of like a mermaid or Lady Liberty or whatever. So here is my new start. So I'm using my flip flop and my Heaven on Earth design magnet, and so I just got the first 500 stitches done. And there is no 310 in the first page. Absolutely none. 0. So this is really fun to work on. I have a hard time working on monsters now because I just want to work on this. Because it's so fun. I love the colors. So I have like pinks. Like my favorite, I think my favorite color working on this so far is the 718, which is like a magenta pink. I love it. So that was my birthday start, and I worked it on that on Saturday and Sunday. And then that's what the back looks like. Not pretty, but I used to do cross-country stitching, so it wasn't pretty on the back either, so it is what it is. And last but not least, I'm trying to put away as I talk because all the projects and all the things. So I have worked on mini little monsters for my 90-day project for full coverage fanatics, and that's what it looks like. So I finished page 1, so now I'm working on page 2. So it's all this like background purple up here, which I don't think is as dark as what its picture is. So I will insert a picture here. The last time you saw it, and I don't remember how much I got done, but here it's at now. So yeah, I think I got a couple. I got this one and this one done. Maybe you can see like the bubble, one of the bubbles in the purple there, which is really pretty. Not really pretty, it's really cool to see. Because when I was stitching, I was just stitching the different colors, and then when I got done, I was like, you can see the bubble! So yeah, I was working on this block here, and I put another of my name needle minders, because it's easier to deal with part threads, because the ones I have up here, I park it under here. The ones that are hanging down here, I park it under here. And then when I'm working on it, the ones in the block, I have striped over the other side. So yeah, that's exciting. So that is that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to avoid yawning on camera. So I got that done. So that was exciting. So, life. I went to go get an oil change and I waited half an hour before they even got to my car. They finally got to my car, and then it was another like hour and a half before they came and told me that I probably shouldn't be driving the car and that the transmission was leaking, the brakes needed fixing, underneath the car was rotting, and so the transmission and all that could fall out, and the steering and suspension needed to be fixed. The tire and the rim needed to be fixed because I messed that up. It was a blessing that I messed my tire and rim up, to be honest, because I shouldn't have been driving the car because it was making weird sounds when I would back out and all the things. So it was Thursday, so I'm like, I can't, my husband doesn't get off till like 2:30 and it's 1, so I'm like, we'll just leave it here and I'll go. So I went to Walmart and I walked around and everything, and then I ended up crossing the sidewalk, or crossing the street, and then going to Subway and hanging out at Subway till my husband came. I had some lunch and just sat there and hung out for a little bit, and then I walked back. And then on Friday I had it off, and so I got up really early, not really early, but like at like 6:45 or whatever. I ended up stitching for a few hours, like 8 or 9, and then I decided to start laundry. So I did 4 loads of laundry. I started at 9 and I ended up finishing at like 3 o'clock. I took the trash out, but in between stitching, or in between doing the laundry, I ended up stitching, so I got a lot of progress done. So yeah, a lot of progress done on stuff. And then, yeah, I got a lot of progress, a lot of stuff done. And then on Saturday, it was my birthday, so I ended up sleeping in. I had started a new diamond painting, which is gorgeous. I did do a video on the diamond paint with me on how, when I started that one, so that was really cool. And then I got on to virtual stitchers, and I started my new Heaven on Earth design, Lady Liberty. Virtual Stitchers is just a Facebook group where we use the Google Hangout to stitch and chat, and it's really fun, and you should join us. So maybe I'll put, if I remember, I'll put the link to the Facebook group down below, because you should join us, and because we love stitching and talking to each other, so you should join and hop on, because it's fun. We talk, we laugh, we stitch, we craft, so it's fun. It's fun. So we have that, and then yeah, and then Sunday I went to church. I taught in nursery. So I taught the 18 months to 2-year-olds. So that was fun. We had a couple visitors because we had a baby blessing in our ward, in our church. And then we also had a confirmation done in our church today, or yesterday. So that was really fun. So we had 2 visiting children that I taught, so that was fun. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think that's all life. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was just the norms. Ooh, sorry. So I think that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. And if you're new, welcome. Feel like saying if you enjoy it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time. Happy crafting, and remember, don't sweat the small things. Bye!